There is a problem with COVID, and children. So that's why the government decided to have the winter holidays now. I think it's 1 week in advance, and it will last for 1 more week, longer than expected, because of the same reason. But I understand it's only for schools, not for universities, because if not, it would be crazy. To move winter holidays, back would be to delay the winter holidays 1 week would be crazy, I think. I understand it's only for schools, especially for little children, I think. No? Haven't you heard that?
No, I haven't heard anything.
I have an idea.
I was just, but I couldn't watch it all. It was just some piece of information I got in the in between. Give me a second. Okay. Well, no, nothing to do with that. Okie dokie. So today we're going to talk about a topic. It's a topic that all of us are very familiar with, but the material we're going to work with is a bit different from the previous ones, because in this part you're going to do some reading, additionally to some listening and the oral discussion, okay? Today we're going to talk, use the chat. We're going to talk about vaccines. I'm sure that all of us are very familiar with it. Yeah? How many vaccines have you had in recent times?
I have 4.
4.
4? 4, Gabriela?
The same for COVID, I have 4 doses.
Okay, so COVID is one of the vaccines, right? Have you had any other vaccines? Well, you're very young, so.
When we were child.
Sorry?
Dale, Francisca.
Influence?
No, influenza, no.
Influenza? Flu.
Flu.
Yes.
Yeah, did you get vaccinated against the flu?
Yes.
Yes.
This year for the first time.
Okay. And you're so young, Francisca. I thought I had done it because I'm old, but no.
When I went for the four doses of COVID vaccine, they asked me if I wanted the vaccine for the flu.
Against the flu, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And you said, of course, for sure.
Yes, why not? And
Yeah.
I feel very bad that day.
Oh, yeah? Did you?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Ignacio?
In the same way of Francisca, I have a vaccine against flu too.
Against the flu, yeah?
Yeah. In the same way, I went to COVID vaccine, and the nurse make me the question if I want the vaccine, And I say, why not?
Why not? Yes. Yeah, it's like a menu in a restaurant. Yeah, why not? And did you feel bad after that?
Yes, yes. My arms hurt a lot.
Okay, you had a pain on your, yeah.
Um, every vaccine, the vaccine of COVID, the flu, the nurse put me the vaccine in my both arms. And hurt a lot.
It hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
The first time hurt a lot.
Yeah.
The last time I vaccine.
I got.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got vaccine. Not hurt.
Vaccinated. You got vaccinated. Okay, but it was
The last
just a
time,
pain on your
I
arm.
got vaccinated. Sorry?
You got, I mean, it was only the pain on your arm, or was it, I mean, any other symptom? I don't know, headache or temperature?
Mainly the pain
On your
in my
arm?
arms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Gabriela?
I just have the COVID vaccinate.
The COVID, I mean, COVID vaccine.
Vaccine, yes, but when we were children, we got vaccinated, but I don't know the disease that they treat or they try to prevent.
Yeah. How old are you?
13.
No, now.
30.
30. Okay. Okay. So I don't know the vaccines that were.
Viruela, maybe.
How do you say that? Do you know how to say viruela? Gabriela, you are a vet, so you should know. Now it's quite fashionable, I would say. How do you say viruela? Do you know? Anybody? Smallpox. How do you say viruela del mono? Gabriela, you should know.
Smallpox monkey. No sé.
Sorry?
Smallpox monkey.
No.
Monkey, smallpox.
Well, yeah, it's monkeypox. Come on, Gabriela, you are a vet. You should know that. Monkeypox, yes? Do you think that monkeypox will become a pandemic as a COVID or not? What do you think? Do you all think?
I don't think so, because that disease exists since a lot of years, many years, and it never become a pandemic before.
Okay, so this disease has existed for many years.
Yes.
Yes. And it has never become a pandemic as COVID has. Why do you think that COVID then became a pandemic?
Because it was the first time it presented.
Sorry, it was the first time that?
It presented, se presentó.
¿Presentó qué?
The virus in the population.
The first time how do you say that? Presentó, no, it's that, that affected people, you mean?
Yes.
In the past, it had affected animals only.
It doesn't exist before. I guess.
It didn't exist before.
It didn't exist before.
Ah, so it's a new,
Yes,
it's a new virus.
that was the problem.
Okay. Okay.
But I think it was because the virulence of COVID virus was higher, and also the transmission mechanism was easy for the virus to get transmitted, because as the virus was more virulent, and also the transmission way was for oral gotas,
Drops.
yes, oral drops or fluid from nasal fluid, yes, or oral. So that make easier for the virus to transmit it between people.
Yeah. That made transmission between people easier.
Easier. And also the virus was more virulent. The virulence of the virus was higher. So other virus has when one person is contaminated, can only transmit it just one or two person. But this virus was so more virulent, so if you are infected, you can transmit it to 10 person.
Okay.
10 people, yes.
Yeah. That made a difference then.
Yes, that make a difference. And also I think it was easier to become a pandemic because the time of incubation time of the virus makes that if you were contaminated, you didn't know until 10 or 14 days at the beginning of the pandemic. So during that 10 days, you were still transmitted.
Transmitting it.
Yes, passing the virus. And as the virulence was high, so in the first time of the pandemic, during the 10 days, the possibility to transmit the virus was almost 100%.
Yeah.
And it's not the same now because the strain of the virus has changed, so it's less virulent, and also we are vaccinated. So the possibility to get the disease and the possibility of the virus to enter in your cells and cause the disease is less.
The possibility is lower. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you know something about the last pandemic before the COVID. I mean, what has been the latest pandemic in the world? Do you know?
I think it's Ebola.
Ebola? But Ebola was more
restricted. Yes.
Restricted to Africa, I think.
Yes.
Do you know any other one that was?
Avian flu. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Ignacio?
Avian flu.
Yeah. What do you know about it?
Or porcine flu,
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you well.
or porcine flu,
Pork?
pork,
Pork what?
porcine flu.
Ah, porcine. Okay, porcine flu. Yeah.
I
What
don't
do you know
if
about it?
In the same way of COVID, this disease is originated, but bad management of care of production animals.
Yeah.
The industry of the animal production animal contain the animal in a small place, and this animal
Sorry, I cannot hear you well. These animals what?
conviven.
Sorry?
Conviven, ¿cómo se podría decir? Conviven.
Live. They share.
Share space with another animals with different disease, and this disease and that disease change to success infect the other animals, and that makes that disease evolve and can infect other species.
Yeah. The virus can become stronger then.
Virus or bacteria that infect one animal succeeds infection in another animals, and this animal haven't mechanism to
protect themselves,
mechanism against this infection.
Yeah.
And this make the death of the animal.
Yeah.
And the same way with the
humans. But when I mean, because of the porcine flu or the avian flu, I mean, there was not such a, I mean, the pandemic was not to the same extent. I mean, there were no lockdowns, it was not spread as much as COVID-19, because there were other COVIDs that were not that dangerous.
I think that is because the population of the country of origin of the disease, in this case China, is too dense, and that make easy the pandemic.
Yeah.
And difficult to generate preventive measure.
Yeah. That makes the expansion, for example, of the disease easier. You make something easier. Yeah. Okay. Well, today we're going to talk about vaccines. And do you know this word dating? Nothing to do apparently with vaccines. Do you know the word dating?
Dating, like a date, to go out in a date with someone.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah, right. Can you, I mean, yeah. Can you, Gabriela, explain the meaning of dating in English? When do you say that you are dating with somebody?
When you get together with a man or a girl and you're interested in him or her.
him or her, yeah,
or her
and
as a couple, maybe?
as a couple, okay, in a relationship,
Yes.
in a love relationship, let's say.
But date is a way to say the, for example, 1st of May.
Ah, well, but that's something different. Yeah. What's the day today? The day today is June the 14th.
Yes.
That is another meaning of the word date. But in this case, it's a verb or a noun. When you say that you are dating with somebody, that means that you have a relationship with that person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you
You don't-
want to have a relationship with him.
Sorry,
Or you want that.
no, but I mean, if you are dating with somebody, that means that you have a relationship. If you want to have, or you would like to have a relationship with somebody, you're not dating yet. Yes, you are.
I think
starting to go out, maybe.
it's like pololeo.
Exactly. Exactly. You are dating with somebody when you have a relationship already. Yeah. In the other case, Gabriel, I think you mean when you start to go out with somebody, but to go out doesn't mean that you are dating.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Well, this material we're going to work with today has to do with vaccines and with dating. Can you see any connection between these two things?
You can have a date with a medic.
With a doctor, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, could be. But what does it have to do with vaccines? Doctors are supposed to be vaccinated. Yeah, okay.
Maybe when you have a disease that could be easily transmitted to your partner. So in that case, it's important not only get vaccinated, but also talk about it. Like if you have a VIH in English is, I think
AIDS.
AIDS, yes. So for example, if you have AIDS, nowadays you can get a treatment. So you are not longer a transmission way.
You are not longer transmitting the disease.
Yes.
No, aren't you?
No. Yes, because there is a treatment when you have the virus in your cells, but the treatment maintained the virus number low and your immune system strong. So you have the virus, but you can't transmit to another person. So now we say, I mean, the people who has AIDS, they are carrier of the virus, but they don't have AIDS.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
they are carriers.
Claro, tiene VIH, pero no tiene SIDA.
Yeah, they are carriers. I mean,
they are carriers, and they can't transmit to another person.
Yeah, I didn't know that exactly. I mean, that with that exactitude, because I had seen some people on TV that talked about that they were AIDS carriers, and they had a relationship with somebody that was healthy. I mean, I said, how can't you transmit it? And that's why I didn't know that.
Yes, I knew a close friend who has who is carrier of the virus, but and they get tested frequently
Mhm.
to to make sure if the virus cells are low and if the treatment still work, and it is. So they are just carrier of the virus.
Yeah.
No, they are not. They don't have the disease, and they can't transmit.
Anyway, their partners must be very brave people, I think.
Yes, and also there is a discussion if that people should
Okay.
talk to should tell to new partners of their condition, because as that condition is not longer a dangerous situation because they can transmit. So there is a discussion if you have to say I'm a carrier of the virus. So I think I mean if you are in a serious relationship, why not? But they say, well, when I start knowing or start when I start dating, should I say? Because it's complicated.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Mhm.
Very good.
I have a question
Gabriela?
in that related to the same topic. Can I say viral burden?
Viral what?
Burden? Burden is in Spanish.
Sorry?
Carga viral.
Burden. I don't know if you can say so. I mean, burden is carga, you're right. Let's, did you look it up?
I use that word when I work in parasites.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
Viral?
Or load, I don't know.
I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't know. This is. Let's both ways. Viral. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Viral load, viral burden, viral count also. Both ways. Let's see what people talk about. HIV viral loads. Viral load, that's a word. That's a way they use it in, according to the, I mean, to people writing in this forum. Oh, this is human. HIV viral load. This is something, I mean, brackets. This is something good in this dictionary, because if you don't find the meaning, you can ask in the forum. So there are people there that are experts and they give you the answer. Okay, so why did you ask, Gabriela, about that? It was just
because how do you say people with VIH? AIDS person?
no, AIDS person.
AIDS person?
People suffering, AIDS patients, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
They can't transmit the disease because they don't have viral load enough to transmit the virus to another person.
Again,
I was.
Please, again, because I am slow to understand this type of things.
They
patients
can't transmit the disease when they have a low viral load.
Why not?
It's not enough, and the immune system of the normal, or I don't know, I maybe shouldn't use the word word normal, but the health person can its own system, immune system can fight with a low viral load.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
It's all about the doses.
It's all about what?
Dosis.
Doses.
Doses. Yes.
Yeah.
La dosis hace el veneno, dicen.
Sorry?
La dosis hace el veneno siempre.
¿Qué significa eso?
Que si es poco no va a pasar nada.
Yeah. Is it true?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I belong to a generation that was, I mean, directly surprised by the appearance of AIDS in the 80s. And I remember that was because that was a death sentence in the 80s. There was no way to escape from death. And you could see how famous people, I don't know, like Freddie Mercury, Roy Hudson started to die and nobody could stop this. So it was, and to me nowadays, I know that there are treatments and that it's a chronic disease, but it's no longer, you don't die of that. But on my mind, it's still, I remember some years ago, I knew that a hairdresser I used to visit, well, not him, actually, I went to his hairdressers, but I didn't see him. I mean, he was not my hairdresser, but I knew that he had suffered from AIDS and I felt something, I must admit it. I mean, I continue going there. I mean, but at first I immediately remembered all I knew about AIDS and said, okay, relax. I mean, my contact with him was just as a customer. So, but it was, I remember it was all my fears about it woke up. So if the viral load is small, shouldn't be dangerous. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Shouldn't be transmitted.
Yes. And that's the reason they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, because many people feel like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, but now we're talking about COVID. Yeah. By the way, talking about what I told you at the beginning with children, little children, well, but the problem is COVID with children. I think that it's not only COVID with children, right? It's all all these lung infections, respiratory infections with children, or not? Do you know anything about it or not?
No, we don't know about children.
No?
No, I heard a few weeks ago that the incisional virus was high. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. But yesterday I heard from a colleague that the school of her kids was closed because they have 35 cases of COVID, and they were spread in the different courses, in the different classes. So they send all the children to class in virtual class. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that if they decided to move the holidays and all that is because the problem is serious. But I don't think it's only COVID. I think it's respiratory diseases in general.
Maybe.
The problem is with the hospitals, that they don't have enough beds or enough ventilators, I don't know. Well, Let's see. I will ask you please to go to your cursos. Your cursos, material docente. Okay. Please download a file called Vaccines, Dating and Travel. Okay, well, here, as you can see, vaccines, dating, and travel. I have my COVID vaccination. Okay. I will ask you to go to exercise 2, please. Yeah, here we have some vocabulary, right? Here we have a list of 8 words and 8 definitions. Please match words with the correct definition, please. Ready? Are you ready?
Not yet.
When you're ready, please let me know.
I think I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yes.
Okay, you are Ignacio.
Yes.
Okay, Francisca and Gabriela, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see the first one, launch. Ignacio, please.
Launch to begin an organized activity.
Organized activity, right. Wait. Letter F, good. Let's encourage, Francisca.
To help someone believe they can do something.
Okay, right, letter G, right, good. Let's see, initiative, Gabriela. Yeah, initiative, sorry, yeah. Gabriela? Gabriela, can you hear me? Gabriela? We can't hear you. Okay. Okay.
Initiative, a new plan for a particular purpose or problem.
Initiative, sorry. Okay, right. Initiative and a new plan for a particular purpose or problem. Right. Let's see, Ignacio, let's 4, incentive.
Incentive, a reason for someone to do something.
Right, good. Status, Francisca.
Someone's situation at a particular time.
Someone's situation, right, at a particular time. Shot, Gabriela.
I don't know, maybe an injection for medical reason.
Exactly, right. Yes. Do you know any other word to say that? I mean, a synonym word?
Vaccine.
No, because it's not necessarily a vaccine. It's any
No?
injection.
Mm.
Injection is the only word in Spanish.
No, yeah, but in English, I mean, there is another word that is jab. Jab is the same as shot, yeah, to have a jab, yeah. Okay, right, let's see the next one, number 7. Ignacio, batch.
Batch. Batch. A removable digital design for a social media profile page to show support for a cause.
Okay, right. A badge, a removable digital design, right? Okay, good. Let's see, Francisca, the last one, display.
Display is to place something where a lot of people will be able to see it.
Right, good. Oh, yeah, that's correct. Okay, any questions about it? Any comments?
I have a question. What
Tell me.
what mean the letter in the first word? For example, launch. I don't know how to say parenthesis.
Brackets or paréntesis. No, brackets es paréntesis cuadrado. Paréntesis, bueno. There are 2 different words. Brackets, paréntesis cuadrado. Paréntesis is paréntesis. Paréntesis, yes. So, what's the word?
What means the letter in the parenthesis?
What does the letter inside the parenthesis mean? Like verb.
Ah, okay.
That's a verb. And the N, in, for example, in number 4, N means noun, sustantivo.
Okay.
Yes? Okay. Any other question about it? No? Okay. Well, let's go down. And here we have the second part of the exercise where the idea is to complete those sentences using the words from the words we have just seen, okay? Some few seconds to do that. Ready?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Francisca and Gabriela, you ready?
Ready.
No,
Not yet? Okay. Some more seconds.
okay.
Okay. Let's see number one. Francisca, please.
The government is launching an initiative to help more people learn foreign languages.
Okay, good. Initiative, good. Let's see number two, Gabriela.
Kids these days. I offered my son $10 as an initiative to clean my car for me, and he said it wasn't enough.
Initiative? No.
No, no sé. Incentive. Perdón.
Incentive, right. Incentive. Good. Let's see number three, Ignacio.
I had my first one a couple of months ago, and I'll have my second shot in a couple of weeks. I'll be happier when I'm fully vaccinated.
Vaccinated, right. Good.
Vaccinated.
Number four, Francisca, please.
Make sure you clearly display all your education qualifications on your resume so that resume so that potential employers can see them.
Right, display, good. Let's see number five, Gabriela.
I saw your sister put a display supporting the president on it. No.
Be careful. No. She can display something, but you don't put a display.
A badge?
A badge, yes. Let's see, the definition of badge was a removable digital design. Well, actually, maybe digital. In this case, it's digital. In some other cases, maybe physical. Yeah. Badge. Yes. What you use, I mean, on internet is a badge. Okay. Do you get it, Gabriela?
Not really.
No. I don't know
No.
how you say, how you call that in Spanish. Does anybody know? I thought your sister put.
It's like
Emblema?
a post.
Insignia?
Yeah, but when you write it and you put it on your pages, I mean, profile page, I don't think the name is insignia. Cuando es física, sí, claro. Una insignia, puede ser también un ¿Cómo se llama?
Post.
Post, que no es lo mismo que un post.
¿Un emblema?
When, a ver, post is when you write something, then you post a message. But some banners, I think they are called in Chile, they are called banners. Son como,
Yeah, maybe it's a button in a page where with information.
exactly.
A banner, you can put a banner in your email also.
Yes, right. So in this case, I saw your sister put a badge supporting the president on her profile page. It's not a message. Good for her. Think he's doing a great job. No sé, Viva Zapata, I don't know, whatever, whoever. Right? It's something like, I don't know how to say that in Spanish. Es una etiqueta, sí, pero digital. Yes or no?
¿Propaganda?
Maybe. But propaganda may be in any way. I mean, not necessarily digitally. ¿Sí o no?
I think there isn't a word for that, but we understand. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you understand
For example, in Instagram, when we were in lockdown, and you put in your picture, you put in home or something like that.
Let me see Instagram. I'm not very familiar with Instagram, but here in Instagram you have some, I don't know. No. There are some things that you can do. Yeah.
It's like a frame for your
Exactly.
photos.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. It's like a frame. It's like, I mean, it can be a message, but it's like something that is, you take from a menu. It's not that you write anything. You choose something. Yes? Gabriela? No.
In the
Yes.
traductor, say placa, chapa, distintivo,
Sorry?
insignia. And in the traductor,
Translation.
badge, in the translator, badge se traduce como insignia,
Sí.
placa, chapa, distintivo,
Chapa,
tarjeta.
por ahí vamos, por chapa.
Ficha,
Sería como
credencial.
en una chapa, pero digital. Una chapita como la que dan en las campañas políticas, por ejemplo. Son chapitas físicas. Estas son chapitas, pero digitales. Yeah. I think that is, but I agree with Francisca that I think that there is not a real equivalent in Spanish. But that, do you understand, Gabriela, what it is?
Yes.
Yes? Good. Yeah, okay. I will see if I'm not very familiar with that. But Facebook has some, let me see, I am more familiar with Facebook than Instagram. I don't know. You can find some. No, I don't find anything, but yeah, during the break, I will try to find an example of that, but it's like una chapa digital, yeah? Okay, let's see number 6. Ignacio, please.
Number 6.
6.
I think if it is his older brother high skating, it will encourage encourage him to try it and not be as scared.
Right, good. Let's see 7, Francisca.
The charity my sister works for will launch a new project in Asia next week. Asia, next week. They are looking for volunteers. Are you interested?
Good. Right. Gabriela, number 8, please.
I haven't spoken to her, but I saw she changed her display on her
No.
profile. No, tampoco. No puedo, no
Display is a
puedo.
synonym. Display is a synonym of show. Mostrar.
Ah, her status.
Yes. Status. Yes. I saw she changed her status on her profile
On her profile
page.
page from in a relationship to single. So I guess it was over.
Right. Good. That's it. Do you, I mean, what social media do you use? Do you use any?
I use Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
WhatsApp, I suppose.
WhatsApp.
Yeah. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah. What about you, Francisca? Do you use any social media?
Yes, I use WhatsApp, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
What is that?
It's a social media, but mainly with information of your work
What's
and
it?
job. You put information about your job, and you are linked with colleges and teachers. It's
Yeah.
mainly for job things.
What's the name of that?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ignacio, what about you?
I use Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp.
Okay. And what do you use it for? I mean, WhatsApp, I think, is for messages. I mean, for instead of a phone call, right? Or is it used differently for you? What do you
It's
use your
on,
social media for?
WhatsApp is just chatting.
Yeah.
Facebook is for share live events.
Sorry, live what?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Facebook is for share experience with other people.
Yeah.
And Instagram is like Facebook but it's more modern,
Yeah.
and I mainly use Facebook.
Okay. Okay. And what do you use Instagram for?
Many people used to made sell or sells or buy things,
Buy.
buy things
Mhm.
or service.
Mhm.
But I think it's very similar to Facebook. Maybe I too old for Instagram.
Okay. Okay. And what do you think about? Do you know any dating application?
No.
No. But do you know any? I mean, I don't know if you use
Tinder.
it or not, but do you
Tinder.
know?
Yes.
Tinder.
Tinder.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Grinder.
What?
Grinder.
Grindr? Okay. Okay, and what do you think about these applications, these dating applications? Do you think they are effective? They are good? They are what? Do you like them?
I think they can be effective, but it depends on what are you looking for.
Can you explain that, please?
No.
Why not? In what case is it effective?
I think I can help. What Gabriela means maybe is that as you create a profile and you explain, the idea is that you explain what you are looking for. It's easier or can be effective to find someone who is looking for the same thing.
So
And
very good then.
and many times, I mean, maybe the biggest percent is for people who is looking for something casual, and I think Tinder is effective in that case.
Yeah.
Or Grindr, I don't know.
Okay, so I mean, if you explain what you are looking for, and people that get in contact with you know exactly what you're looking for, it should be very effective. Or not? Is it?
I think so.
Yeah. And haven't you ever tried it?
I did.
Yeah. And what's about the experience? Would you recommend it?
Yes. I think you have to leave it. You have to try it to understand. But I think it depends what you are looking for. Because if you are looking, as I said, I think there are many people who are looking for something casual and superficial experience, and their profile reflects that. So if you are not looking for something like that, you can get frustrated because all the profiles are very similar.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
But
I think.
But have you had the opportunity to meet those people personally?
In a few cases, yes.
And did you feel disappointed? Or
sorry?
Did you feel disappointed when meeting them, or was it what you expected?
No, in my case, I talk to them first. So for a few days or weeks, I mean, video calls also. So it wasn't, I think what they say was true.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can invent anything you want, I mean, in your profiles, you know?
Obviously, yes.
And you can use a photo from anybody.
Yeah, from a catalog. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but when, as Francisca said, now you have the possibility, before meeting them, I mean, face to face, you have the possibility of a video call, and there it's more difficult to pretend to be somebody else, no?
Yes.
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 But I think probably it still happen.
What do you mean?
Probably there is a percent of cases that they still, or there are fake profiles or something like that. Also, you have a verification process, so you can check if the profile is verified and verified, yes. And the verification process involves to take a picture, I think, from different angles. So they check, the program, the software check if that picture, if your profile picture.
Yeah. If you are who you say you are.
Yes.
Yeah. Ignacio, what about you? I mean, do you have any experience with this type of applications?
Not really. I
What do
only I'm not use too much social media really.
Okay. And what do you think
Um,
about these applications, these dating applications?
Oh, many friends of mine use this kind of application, and I thought will they
With them?
will them those experience, and maybe because I have a relationship um, a long relationship.
A long
Uh,
relationship?
yes,
Yeah.
8 years ago, I have a relationship.
You have had a relationship for 8 years?
Yes,
Do you still have it?
yes.
Okay, so you have had a relationship. Yeah. Ah, okay.
But my friends tell me them experience, and I think is fun, and many of my friends uh, has a relationship with their match
Ah,
in this application.
so they have been very successful with the applications.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, we are going to stop for a break now, and then we're going to go on because this will be the next part of this material, right? So shall we go for a break for 15 minutes and then we continue? Is that right?
Yes. Thanks.
See you in 15 minutes. Okay. Well, let's see. Talking about social media, right? Okay. I will ask you now about Nasi's missing. I don't know if he's coming back. Well, let's see. Now I will ask you to listen to, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. I will ask you to go to page 3, right? Listening comprehension, okay? Here you're going to listen to a news report, and you will listen if the following statements are true or false. In the case they are false, you must say why they are false, okay? So before listening, please have a look at the sentences, okay? Okay? Is it okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
And now we move to technology with the news that many of the most popular dating apps, such as Tinder, Bumble, and Match, have created badges for users to put on their profiles to show their vaccine status. This initiative was developed in partnership with the UK government after the idea was launched in the United States earlier this month. In a recent UK survey of 5,000 people, 31% said that they would prefer not to date someone who was not vaccinated, and a further 28% replied that they would only date someone who had received the vaccine. In contrast, the number of people who said that they would not date someone who had been vaccinated was just 2%. Some of the dating apps offer incentives for users who show that they have had the shot, such as free credits or access to features that usually cost money. In addition, some apps will give users the choice to display how they would like to date. For example, displaying their preferences for whether or not to wear masks, to stay socially distanced, or to meet outdoors only. Critics of the program have said that there is no way to prove that people who use the badges are being honest about receiving the vaccine. Some people are also concerned about vaccines and private information. Last month, UK hospitals changed their booking system after users discovered that it was possible to find out information about individuals and how many vaccinations they've had by using just their name and their zip code. However, the vaccines minister, Nadhim Sahawi, said that the dating app system had been incredibly helpful for the UK's COVID-19 vaccination program and encouraged people to proudly show their vaccine badges.
Once again, or was it enough?
Once again.
Yes? Okay.
Once again,
Here we
please.
go.
And now we move to technology with the news that many of the most popular dating apps, such as Tinder, Bumble, and Match, have created badges for users to put on their profiles to show their vaccine status. This initiative was developed in partnership with the UK government after the idea was launched in the United States earlier this month. In a recent UK survey of 5,000 people, 31% said that they would prefer not to date someone who was not vaccinated, and a further 28% replied that they would only date someone who had received the vaccine. In contrast, the number of people who said that they would not date someone who had been vaccinated was just 2%. Some of the dating apps offer incentives for users who show that they have had the shot, such as free credits or access to features that usually cost money. In addition, some apps will give users the choice to display how they would like to date. For example, displaying their preferences for whether or not to wear masks, to stay socially distanced, or to meet outdoors only. Critics of the program have said that there is no way to prove that people who use the badges are being honest about receiving the vaccine. Some people are also concerned about vaccines and private information. Last month, UK hospitals changed their booking system after users discovered that it was possible to find out information about individuals and how many vaccinations they've had by using just their name and their zip code. However, the vaccines minister, Nadhim Sahawi, said that the dating app system had been incredibly helpful for the UK's COVID-19 vaccination program and encouraged people to proudly show their vaccine badges.
Okay. Some seconds for you to complete that, please. Ready?
Yes.
Yes. Francisca, are you ready? Ignacio, you came back.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see number one. Gabriela, please read the sentence and then you tell me if it is true or false.
Okay. Dating apps in the UK have created a page so you can badge so you can show people who are looking at your profile that you have been vaccinated. It's true.
True. Right. Good. Francisca, please, number two.
If this idea is successful, the same successful, the same thing will happen in the United States. It's false because if it was earlier in the United States.
Right, it was the opposite. Right, first in the United States and then in the UK. Good. Let's see, Ignacio, please, number three.
59% of people who responded to the UK survey were positive about dating people who had been vaccinated. I think that is true.
True, right, good. Gabriela, please, number four.
Some users of the dating apps will get rewards for showing their vaccinated state.
Vaccine status in British pronunciation, status in American pronunciation.
It is true.
True, right, good. Francisca, please, number five.
To display your vaccine status, you must have proof of your vaccinations. I think it's false.
Okay.
And that's a problem. Because you can be sure if the information is true.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a problem. That's exactly the problem. Right, good. Number six, Ignacio, please.
Problem with the way UK hospitals book appointments they had to change the system. I think it's true.
True, right, that's correct. Let's see number seven, Gabriela.
Nadim Zahawi supports people using vaccine badge on their dating profiles. It's true.
True, right, badges. Okay. Badges. Okay, guys, good. Well, what do you think about these vaccine badges on dating profiles? What do you think about that?
I think it's fine. I dislike people who disagree with the vaccine.
Why?
Because I think they are selfish.
Yeah, the people who are against vaccines.
Yes.
They are selfish and you don't like them because of that.
Yes.
Okay. Any other opinion about these vaccine badges?
I think the people who are user of these kind of apps have the right to know the status of their potential partners.
Yeah. Okay, so you think that these vaccination badges are okay, are good?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you, Francisca, what do you think?
No, I think the same. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And also it's a good idea for other matters like political or, as I said, if you put exactly what you are looking for is easier. I think that's the idea of these apps. So is these badges for the vaccine, it's a good idea.
As long as you tell the truth on the.
Obviously. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And can you see any disadvantages in using these badges, these kind of vaccine badges, or not? For example, if I am against vaccines, I could say that, it's unfair for me not to be able to use these applications if I must use these vaccine badges.
Maybe it may consider personal information, but I think in that case, the application maybe has the option to select your preference if you want to search a partner who has their vaccines or not. I try to say if you are against the vaccine, you maybe you must find apps to this kind of people and not exigir
Demand.
And no demand to another people who wants to know the status of other person to not to know.
Let me see. I don't know if I got you right, Ignacio. You mean that if you are against vaccines and you don't want to get vaccinated, you can use other types of applications?
Maybe.
Yeah, you should get something else.
And you can find a partner in another apps with your opinion.
Yeah.
But not demand to other and not to know your status.
Yeah. Okay. Don't demand others to think like you do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I don't know the reasons that people have in order to be against vaccines. Do you know the reasons? The arguments they have to support that?
I think it's mainly conspiracy.
Sorry, mainly what?
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
Conspiracy. Maybe governmental plans and mental control.
Oh, yeah.
Or try to population control.
Control. Yeah, is that the argument?
I think is like that, like the news of 5G.
Yeah, 5G, yeah.
Yes. Or the many people in the start of the vaccination think that the shot make you magnetic.
I think it's too much TV, or not? Too much
Yeah.
science fiction films?
But I think too much people think like that.
Yeah, too many people.
Too many people.
Many people.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, let's see. Now we are going to, well, first of all, you have this exercise, skimming for gist. Do you know what that means?
No.
No?
No.
Have you ever seen the word skim? Skim
No.
is, let's see, it's like getting the most important part in general, to skim. Yeah? Skimming for gist is a strategy you do when you want to do some reading. Is to read something quickly. I mean, getting to the most important parts of the ideas. I mean, not going to details, right? So the thing is, this is what you are going to do now, skimming for gist. I mean, reading fast and getting the most important ideas. So quickly read through the article and decide if each person is for or against vaccine passports. Here you have 6 different people, okay? So I will ask you to go to the text, traveling with vaccine passports, okay? Arguments for and against them, okay? So please read them, and according to that, answer the exercise, okay? Say if these people are for or against. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes, okay, some minutes for you to do that.
We just to have right if they are agree or against the
If they are for
vaccine.
or against. Yes.
For or against. Yeah.
Yes. Just
We
that.
don't have to explain
No.
why. Okay.
No. For or against.
I'm ready.
Sorry?
I'm ready.
Ready. Okay, really fast. Okay, what about Ignacio and Francisca, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, really fast. Congratulations, kids.
I'm ready
Okay.
to.
You too, Ignacio?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see the first one, Pensry. Francisca. Is he
Is 4.
four?
Vaccine passport. Yes.
Let's see, 2, Derek, Gabriela.
Derek is against vaccine passport.
Okay, right. Sarah, Ignacio.
Is against vaccine passport.
Okay, right. Juan, Francisca.
4.
4. Lee Wei, Gabriela.
She is against vaccine passport.
Okay. Ignacio, Richard.
He is for.
Sorry, he's 4. Okay, good. Okay, guys, congratulations, really fast. Okay, now I will ask to go for, I mean, in some other parts, we're going to talk about this, okay? But first we're going to use to check the vocabulary. So please go to this part, exercise 5, where you have to read the magazine article and find vocabulary with the following meanings. Here you have the definitions. You have to find the word corresponding to that. Do you understand it?
Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Ready.
Ready? Everybody?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes. Okay. Let's see the first word. Francisca, please.
Income is the money you receive.
Okay, money.
The money. Mhm.
Money, como maní, pero con la. Okay, income, right. Let's see the second one, Gabriela.
Privacy is not being
Privacy,
watched or disturbed.
exactly, privacy. Number 3, Ignacio.
Making money illegally by tricking someone, fraud.
Fraud. Yes, fraud. Number 4, Francisca.
Restrictions are laws that limit what you can do.
Okay, restrictions, right. Restrictions, right. Number 5, Gabriela.
Elderly, older people.
Right, elderly, good. When you refer to the elderly, you refer to old people. I mean, you don't have to say the elderly people, the elderly. Good. Let's see number 6, Ignacio.
Not to get something that is wanted. Access?
No,
No?
no.
Mm,
Francisca, do you have it?
I think it's lose out.
Yes. Lose out. Yes, lose out. Yes. Number 7, Gabriela.
Encourage.
I'm sorry, number 7.
Encourage.
No.
Incentive. No.
Incentive. Yeah, but wait a minute. No, yeah, but incentive is a synonym. Give me a synonym of that. Encourage is a verb. It's not exactly the same as incentive. Encourage means estimular. Y esto es incentivo. It's not the same. It's another type of word.
Maybe motivation.
Motivation, right.
Oh.
Motivation, yeah. And let's see the last one. Bonuses, Ignacio.
safer?
I'm sorry?
Safer?
No.
Perks.
No?
Perks. Yes, perks. Bonuses, I mean extra benefits. Yes. Some people aren't sure, but if they know there are great perks, I mean benefits actually. Yeah. That's the meaning of perks. Okay. Any question about it? No questions?
No.
No? Okay, so here we have, the last exercise with that will be this. Here we have 6 sentences, and the idea is to complete the sentences with no more than 3 words from the article, 3 words each. Yes? Just that. And then we're going to discuss about the, okay? Ready? Okay, are you ready?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay.
I'm ready.
Yes. Francisca. Francisca or Gabriela?
Yes, I'm not sure of one, but yes.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So Francisca, you're ready, Gabriela, and Ignacio, are you ready now? Not yet. Let's see, Francisca, can you please read the first one?
Yes. Postgrb3 says that during the pandemic, Thailand has a lot of problems financially.
Right, financially. Right, I'm sorry. Financially. Right, good. Let's see number two, Gabriela.
Ignacio, please. I have
Ignacio, okay.
Derek is concerned that vaccine passports may help people around the world can find your private health information.
50% correct. It's not only to find, it's find something else. Find out. Averiguar, right? Find out your private health information, okay?
Okay.
Let's see number three, Gabriela.
Sarah Ar-
Argues,
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 argues that profits from illegal sale or false vaccine passport will be used to, I wrote commit fraud,
no.
criminal business,
What can
but
you
I
do
know
with,
it's wrong.
okay. Sarah argues that profits from the illegal sale of false vaccine passports will be used to, what can you do with criminal businesses? Anybody?
Support.
Support. Yeah. Support. Apoyar. Right. Good, to support. Let's see number 4. Francisca,
I don't have it.
does anybody have this?
The 5,
Number 4.
for Juan believe that nature will reduce restriction for work.
No.
No,
Will need.
Yeah. Ignacio, we'll need
Will
one.
need.
Yeah, go on.
Will need more people.
Right. We'll need more people. We need more people. Can you finish reading it, please?
Juan believes that some nation will need more people for work and that vaccine passports are the best way to quickly and safely allow people to travel for those countries again.
Okay, to travel to those countries again. Good. Let's see 5, Gabriela.
leeway points out the possibility of vaccine passport creating an unfair situation for youth
Youths
from the poorer countries.
from poor countries. Yes. From poor countries. Yeah, good. Let's see Francisca, number 6, please.
Richard is certain that no matter what, there will be those who refuse to get vaccinated, but they will not have the benefits of those that do if we have vaccine passport.
Vaccine passports. Yeah.
Vaccine passport.
Yeah. Richard is certain. Yeah. And no matter what, so okay. Good. Any questions about this vocabulary? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Some things that I would like to, review here. When you remember, when you talk about plural nouns, like for example, poor country, you don't say the poor countries, you say just poor countries in general. If you say the poor countries of Africa, well, there you are referring to a specific group of poor countries. In that case, you must use the. If not, you don't. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Something else that it was not here, but something that I like to check from something you said in the previous part. Be careful with these words. The word another, other, and others. They are 3 different words. In Spanish, the first and the second one are others. Others. The first and the second word in Spanish is the same, otro, but in English they are used differently. When you use another, you use a word, another word, for example, another person. One, only one. So another is always followed by a singular noun. Different from other, because when you use other, that means that the word coming after that is other people, for example. Other must be followed by a plural noun. Yes, do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. And others, let me think of an example. If I say, for example, I don't know, John, Peter, and others are coming to my place. John, Peter, and others, other people, I mean, other men, other people, other friends. So others doesn't take anything after that, yeah? So you cannot say, for example, another book. Sorry, another books. No, other books, for example. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes, any questions about it? No questions? Okay. Well, let's see now what you think about these vaccination passports, vaccine passports. What do you think of them? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I mean, what are the benefits or the advantages and the disadvantages of these passports? In Chile, they are called, what are they called in Spanish? In Chile?
Pase de movilidad.
Pase de movilidad, yeah. What do you think about that? I mean, are they good? Are they a problem in, for example, as the guy from Thailand said, I mean, to recover tourism? What do you think about that?
I agree with the vaccine passport because if a foreigner come here and he doesn't have the vaccine passport because
Sorry, if a foreigner comes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't have a vaccine passport because he didn't get the vaccine.
Yeah.
If he gets sick here, that will cost to our country money.
That will be, okay, that will cost a lot of money to our country.
Yes, yeah? Because we have to care about him and his health when he's here.
Okay, and he will infect other people.
Too, yeah, too. But if you're you didn't get the vaccine, the way you show the disease is worse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the guy,
I don't know the word.
Sorry?
I don't know the word. You present your thing.
You show.
You show. It's fine. Ah, okay.
Yes, yeah. Present means present in another sense is to disertar. That's the meaning of present. Yeah. Not only disertar, but it's in that sense, in a public place. Yeah. Okay. So you think that it's absolutely necessary, and what about the disadvantages that they mentioned there? What do you think about them?
A disadvantage could be for me that you could be discriminated for your opinion if you don't want to get
vaccinated. Do you think so? Yeah.
Yes, I discriminate.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, but this is not politically correct. Now you cannot say many things in public.
I think in the first when they start the implementation of this vaccine passport. for example, for travel around the world, I think there was manipulation or maybe another reasons. Because, for example, for Europe, they only accept the Pfizer vaccine in the first months. So all people was crazy for get vaccinate with this vaccine, and that reason wasn't with scientific basis. Yes, I think was more related to the mercado,
markets.
to the market.
Yeah. Pfizer is Swiss, isn't it? Or is it British?
It is the US and
Switzerland?
Switzerland, I think. So, yes.
And what is the one from the UK?
Moderna, parece.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. So you think that at first, I mean, at the beginning of this, there was a kind of economic manipulation in a way.
Yes, and also people who wants to go on vacation to that country or those countries in Europe were crazy to get that type of vaccine, and the vaccination process was what's a process to help the population to get safer quickly. I mean, not to go on vacation,
Yeah.
but I heard a lot of people around me that was looking for the Pfizer so we can go to Europe on vacation. So I think yes, they could go. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you think that vaccine passports can be, that they are good, but they can be used for other interests?
Yes, in that case, when they put restrictions related to the type of vaccine, I think that what bad used.
Don't you think that perhaps authorities did it because they were not sure about it more than a kind of manipulation? I mean, that they were planning to manipulate people? Or was it because of ignorance? They were afraid of that. What do you think?
No, I think it's more because if they approve to vaccinate people, for example, in Chile, vaccinate with Pfizer and Sinovac, they took that decision based on scientific research and real data. So data, yes. So we suppose that any of those vaccines were okay, were safe.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
why is the reason that UK decide that Pfizer was better than Sinovac?
But I've met different people that are supposed to be very progressive people, I mean, liberal people. And I was vaccinated with Sinovac the first 2 times, and actually the first 3 times. And they said, oh, did you get vaccinated? Yes, I did. What vaccine did you get? Sinovac. Come on. Come on. Why did
I think because
go anywhere else to get the Pfizer.
Yes, yes, and a lot of people relate the start of the pandemic with the vaccine. So they say that's strange that in the same country where the pandemic start, now they have the vaccine and the cure. So, but that doesn't have any scientific support.
Yeah.
Because you can't deny that a lot of scientific data and scientific research are made in China.
Even though people in Chile don't like the Chinese, I think.
Yes, that too.
They are ugly. Okay. I mean, I've heard that. Scientific data. Okay. Let's Ignacio, what do you think about vaccination passports?
I remember there was a mobility pass before the vaccination.
Before vaccination.
Yes, there was a mobility pass before the
Vaccination
vaccination.
passport, be careful. Vaccination passport.
Okay, there was a vaccination passport before the vaccination in Chile.
Yeah.
And that was a problem, I think, because many people with a job, with an informal job, could not work and have money. But when the vaccine came, I think in Chile, get the vaccine was easy. Maybe
Sorry,
in
Ignacio, I don't know what you are talking about. Before the vaccination passport, there was another passport, you said?
I think it's the mobility passport, that if you have a job that couldn't stop, so you can work with this passport.
Yes, exactly.
But that was at the very, very beginning.
Yes, in the very beginning, there was a passport to go to work or to shopping.
Yeah, but there was not a vaccination passport actually, because there was no vaccine at the moment.
There was a mobility pass.
It was a pass to go out and to travel in the city when everybody was at home.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah.
And I think that was a problem, because many people with informal jobs can work and couldn't work and can make money.
Couldn't make money.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But when the vaccine came to Chile, I think it was easy get the vaccine.
It was easy to get the vaccine, yeah.
Yes. I think in other countries, get the vaccine is very hard. And in that case, I think it was a problem for the people who don't have the resource to get the vaccine.
The money to...
The money, yes.
But in other countries?
In other countries, I heard about Argentina. Many people buy both the vaccine. And that discriminate to people who who doesn't, who couldn't
Pay for
pay
it.
us.
Yeah. Actually, in Miami, they did the same thing. I mean, people.
Yes. In that case, I think it's a very problematic for the poor people.
Mm.
The vaccination passport maybe is a problem for that people.
Yeah. I mean, well, if we are, I mean, supposing that if you get it, I mean, for free, I mean, like in Chile, obviously may be good. I mean, to prevent the spread of the EPCs. Yeah, but if you have to pay for it, like in Argentina or in Miami, there was there is an American teacher working with me, and he told me that many people he knows from Peru traveled to Miami for a week, and they paid for the vaccine, and then it was like holidays for a week with a hotel, with everything, some attractions, plus vaccination. But that was, I don't know, $1,000. So
Yeah.
it was only for some people in Peru
No.
that could travel to buy the vaccine. It was, I think, it was business.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Okay, interesting. Well, let's hope for the end of this topic. I mean, soon. Okay, something that I would like to say, be careful with the word people. Remember that in English, the word people is plural. So you cannot say people was, people were, people are, people like, no people likes, okay? Good. Any questions, any comments about this? No? Next week is holiday, isn't it? So we will meet in 2 weeks, June the 28th. Am I right? And when are you, wait, sorry. So we will have only one more class on the 28th, yes? Hello, are you there?
Yes.
Yes.
So, no, it's just to make sure that I understand. I mean, I am in the right track. So we will have only one more class next week. I mean, in 2 weeks.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the test.
Sorry, yeah, because on July the 5th is the test. The final test. Okay. Okay, guys. So next class, we're going to practice for the final test, especially for the oral test. Is that right?
The final test is like the test we did before?
Yes, yes, the same type.
Okay.
Cards with situations, and you have to talk about that. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So see you in 2 weeks then.
Okay.
Have a nice week.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.